I always just want to get a good night's sleep. But a good night's sleep doesn't always want me. Sometimes the chaos of moron keeps me up and sends me down to look out my window at all the bloody commotion happening at 3 a.m. It never fails to send me into deep thought. I'll stare out my window and consider all of my life's choices, all the decisions made that led me here. Right here, to this house, on this street, in this neighborhood, in this city. But no matter what, it always boils down to the same thought. The same life choice reassessment, the same regret. I always ask the one true question. Why am I not recording this right now? But always the same definitive answer swiftly comes to me. Because I have absolutely no energy for this right now, and I just don't want to. So I go back to sleep with a clear and concise plan in place. No regrets. Tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. That entire bit was completely fictional. I don't live in a crime-ridden city. I live in the North Pole, and my closest neighbors are Santa Claus and his jovial and well-mannered elves. I've recorded them singing songs many times, but I signed an NDA with Santa and can't release the recordings. You know how it goes. Also, it's hot in the summers here in the North Pole. A lot of people don't know that. Anyway, the LOM BasicUchos. Uchos? I'm going to say Uchos. That's what I'm going to say. If I'm wrong, LOM, then I'm very, very sorry. But I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. The BasicUchos are awesome. I actually recorded that entire opening narration bit with a single BasicUcho, and I would never normally choose an Omni mic to record a voiceover, but I had to test it out. So I did that just to give me an excuse to test it out. This is another field recording video, so it's 560% nerdy stuff, and it's coming right up. So, good day and welcome to the Time Preservation Society. I'm Elrond. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified the minute new content drops. Cheers. So LOM sent me these utterly impressive Omni mics. They're best as a pair and are used in an A/B configuration for ambience recording. There's a fly in here. How did fly get in here? Anyway, they're best used in A/B configuration for ambience recordings, as I was saying. Many ASMR artists prefer to use Omnis due to their lack of proximity effect. You can get really close to it without an overpowering bass response. I'm not currently speaking through the BasicUchos because I don't think that spoken word do these mics do justice from a distance, the way I would use it here. And I think it would do it a disservice if I use them to talk into right now. So I'm using just a boomed mic overhead. They're not designed for boomed mic-y kind of thing. I did do the opening bit with a BasicUcho, but I did it in close proximity and I did it very carefully to illustrate the ASMR qualities you can get from it. But for talking head videos, an Omni mic is not ideal, unless mounted to your body as a lav or no-choice plant mics, which is a whole other ballgame. So in an effort to keep the focus on the LOM BasicUchos fly, I'm going to keep the talkie-talkie to a minimum. But first, I did want to touch a little on the wonderful and extremely small operation called LOM Instruments. In a nutshell, LOM is a small company out of Slovakia that stumbled into handmade microphone creations by necessity. Before long, the field recording world all wanted their own LOM mics. Mostly, the field recording world wants to own every LOM mic. They're world famous for a reason. Their products are among the very best you can ever get and very inexpensive, but also elusive. I'll get into that later. You can hear my more robust company history when I reviewed the LOM Electro Uzis, which you can watch right here. And after huge success with LOM's other offerings, such as the UC Pros, the Micro UCs, Uchos, Geophon, and more, LOM released the Basic Uchos, and that was in 2022, which was Atom Project and Bullet Train ago. Let's have a look at them. These are very interesting looking. At first glance, they look like male XLR connectors that have yet to be wired up. They're black, with the XLR out on one side and a small grill on a tapered end on the other side. It says LOM written across the sides here, as you can see. The Basic Uchos have a bit of a misleading name if you ask me. While they're basic in terms of functionality, basically that they're mics that can record audio, there's nothing basic about them. While most mics record from between 20 Hz to 20 kHz, the Basic Uchos are able to record far up into 60 kHz. That's 40,000 Hz above human hearing. But why? Why would we want mics that can do that if we can't even hear it? Well, what are some animals that make ultrasonic noises? Let's see. We've got praying mantises, dolphins, some dogs, frogs, toads, and bats. Yeah, bats. So you could set your recorder to record at 192 kilohertz and then record bats doing their thing, and then in post you can slow down the recording and you'll be able to hear what the bats were saying.
Yeah, so I says, oh yeah? Well, you can forget about dinner.
Hey, I think that guy down there's got ultrasonic mics.
What? Oh,
Once again, that bat bit was recorded with a Basic Ucho. They measure... Oh, hold on a sec. Let me just find my trusty old measuring tape here. You know, this measuring tape was made by a quirky guy named Hans Gruber. I picked it up at Nakatomi Plaza back in '88. Anyway, they each measure 80 millimeters by 20 millimeters. Millimeters, not inches. So I took these puppies out for a couple of spins and recorded some stuff. I mounted them inside my road blimp for wind protection using a wooden drumstick, of all things, and some masking tape. Don't ask. I was going to purchase some Rycote baby ball gags and INV6 heavy shock mounts and furries to go with them, but I didn't have time. Always be sure to think about wind protection when buying field recording mics. It's important. Anyway, here I caught a very short storm on my porch. I grabbed a bit of wind and thunder and a sprinkling of rain using 2 Basic Uchos. I didn't have time to go get my camera, so I just pulled my phone out of my pocket and used that to record some video. So the video quality is not as good as normal for that part. But anyway, headphones are necessary to get the full effect. So if you have headphones, put them on right now. You'll notice that the Basic Uchos not only pick up the highs, but also the lows. I also took the pair of Basic Uchos out to one of the Great Lakes of North America, the Arctic, and grabbed some lapping waves on a rocky shore. You'll hear near the end that an airplane flew overhead, and once again, the mics picked up incredible lows. Headphones again, if you please. Here's what I captured. So there you have it, the LOM BasicUchos. I'm a big fan of these. So ultrasonic frequencies are frequencies above human hearing, so above 20 kilohertz. Infrasonic frequencies are frequencies below human hearing, so below 20 hertz. And by human, I mean a baby. We lose some of those highs and some lows as we age. I'll note that along with picking up ultrasonic frequencies and clearly infrasonic frequencies, they're prone to having very sensitive highs. They're bright mics, depending on the source, but not brittle, just super articulate. These are fantastic for stereo nature ambiances, which is what they were, I think, designed for. They're very powerful and sensitive. They'll hear a pin drop without a doubt. If you can get a pair, they'll surely have a place in your field recording kit. You can own the BasicUchos for only 60 euros each. That works out to about $66 each, a pair of them for $132. That's insane. But here's the problem. They're so incredibly popular that they're regularly sold out. These mics are handmade in small batches and they sell out in 5 minutes. Here's how to ensure you get a pair. Well, here's how to help ensure you'll get a pair. I can't guarantee you're going to get a pair, but here's how it could help. So before all this, right now, go to store.lom.audio and get on their mailing list. They do batch drops fairly regularly, so you'll get an email days or even weeks before they drop. In the email, they'll tell you the exact day and time that they will go on sale. So you need to be diligent and be on their website at the scheduled release time with your mouse on the purchase button and refresh it to see them there. Do not dilly-dally or you will not get them in time. Trust me, they sell out in mere minutes every time they release. Make sure you're already signed into your payment method and pay immediately. Yep, it's a process. It's like trying to buy tickets for, Taylor Swift. Tater's gonna tate. But I assure you, and everyone who owns a LOM product will assure you, it's worth it. So get on that email list and be ready. They're that good. So that'll just about do it for me. If you can get a pair of BasicUchos, I 100% recommend them. Amazing little mics. Get them. Own them. Become who you were born to be. Bye now. In transmission. Yes. I don't know how much of screen time this fly shared with me, but I assure you its demise is forthcoming. Yes, his life is about to end. Oh yes. Watch these videos. Bye-bye.